Hello there. Today we're at a weather update today, pretty big. So right now we're gonna go with the tropical weather. So right now we have Omar and Nana. If we look at the outlook for the next 5 days, um, we have like a 30% chance. Well, 20 and then 30 within the next 3 days, 5 days, and then we have 1 to 10, and then 60 within the next couple days. And then you have Omar. Nana right now is expected to turn into a hurricane, while Omar is supposed to weaken, as it's not looking really good at all actually on satellite. So that's interesting. If we look at the Eastern Pacific, um, nothing's gonna be going on within the next 5 days. This is the peak of hurricane season in the Eastern and Central Pacific's already been passed. So, but Central Pacific's always. But right now, we have Typhoon Maysak, which is right now has a pretty good as we have also Tropical Storm Haishan, I think. There's nothing in the Indian Ocean, but if we're tracking Typhoon Maysak is expected to make landfall in the South Korean peninsula, South Korean coastline at the very tip, probably in southern right now. Some of the rain bands are right now on it right now. It's supposed to become like a category 2, 1 or 1, but right now, but when that makes landfall, we have to take a look at Haitian. Don't know how to pronounce it. As it's expected to become a super typhoon with 160 miles per hour winds possible, and that'll be pretty bad. So if we're looking at the radar right now, it looks like there's some storms right now in Texas, in northern Oklahoma, and southern, which has a possibility of some flash flooding, as these storms have been slow movers. All along Texas, there have been some slow moving storms as well. But along the Mississippi River, there's some storms as well. It's a pretty long line of showers right now that is trying to develop into some thunderstorms along Tennessee, Kentucky border. Also going into West Virginia. So there is nothing. Massachusetts has some light rain. As if we look at in the next couple days, as today there's some pretty big fire risk in Montana, Wyoming, and North Dakota. There's a big flash flooding risk actually. Whew. It looks like you don't have any severe weather potential, but there is a slight risk. You have tropical storm Nana, and then tropical storm Omar. As we have a stationary front right now set over Texas and Oklahoma, that'll be having a threat of flash flooding for Texas, Arkansas, Kentucky, and Tennessee. As around there, in the northern plains is right now. Jet stream that is gonna be dipping down very soon enough. We're getting way below average temperatures. As if we go to the next day, tomorrow, we have the slight risk of we have another weather threat for Virginia, Washington D.C., West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey. Some flash flooding also is expected, possible in Dallas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, as the stationary front is right now starting to move to the south as the jet stream is starting to move into like central Iowa. Day 3, jet stream, as we have a high in the middle, is going to be able to a very strong high as expected to that is supposed to bring pretty much a much colder temperatures possible, but the actual colder temperatures are going to be next week, early next week, going to late, as it's supposed to warm up for the northern plains states. Some rain is expected. Oh my god. As rain is expected, down in around Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, they've got enough rain. Also along the East Coast, are expected some rain. So that's the 3-day outlook. Look at severe weather, zero watches. Warnings right now. If we look at the convective outlook, there's a slight risk for today. If we look at the fire outlook right now, there is an extreme risk of fire weather in Montana. And critical risk between also Montana, North Dakota, and Wyoming, and then Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Wyoming definitely, and the very extreme northern Colorado are expected to get some not severe, fire weather outlook. What else? I think that's it. We need to look at the only day one tomorrow. There's a pretty much larger than day 3, so there's expected to be no severe weather whatsoever. So yeah.